Alright, part 2 here at 1363 Filmore. This house is somewhat unique in that it has a backwater valve. It's basically a flap in the sewer line so that waste can go out, go through it, but then if the city line were to back up, it hits this flap and it makes it harder to back up into the house. The only downside is that if you have to clean the line, you have to open up the access and remove that flap. This one's covered by a bunch of stored items. And also the cap felt like it was kind of seized in place. And so the other alternative, if you're just putting a small tool like a camera down, you can run water and that opens the flap and then you can pull past it. And so there's 2 points on my camera that will get stuck. Again, cast iron. A lot of houses, it's real obvious when you go under the foundation into the yard, and here it's less obvious because you have so much cast iron. A lot of houses of this age had cast iron going all the way out, which is basically what this had. You had a little bit of clay originally, but it's mostly cast. Later, not much later, but another 10 years later, and you probably would have had a lot more clay through the yard and only cast under the house. There we go, there's that backwater valve. So I was able to wiggle past it that time without running water. But basically a flap, waste can go through it, but if it were to back up, it makes it a lot harder to get through. It does look like you have good grade under the house. I didn't see any standing water, which means that when it is time to replace that cast iron, they could dig up in the yard and blow a liner under the house and then also blow a liner towards the street. Under the house you can only blow it in so far because you'll eventually have lines that feed in and you can't cover those secondary lines up. But I do know they've done, the very end, that was ABS, that black pipe, and so they've already replumbed part of it. I'm recording now.